What is up, y'all? Jerry here, back with another daily live stream on Underdog Fantasy and DraftKings today. We're gonna be doing our first draft over there because, shoot, man, I'm a real sicko, okay, and I'm overpaced to fill this contest on Underdog, and I want to be streaming every day, so I still want to do like 2 drafts a stream. I like that a lot, so I'm gonna try and just pace it a little bit. I still have a few little boards. I still have a bigger board, and I'm sure Underdog is going to drop another tournament before the actual draft, but why not do our first one live on DraftKings today as well and see how it goes? Before we hop in our first draft on Underdog, I want to quickly go over the drafts that I did with Bindles last night. If anyone missed it, so I Bindles came on my channel first. We did a draft over here, and then we hopped on over to his channel and did a draft over there, which shoot, man, I like the drafts that we did on Bindle's channel a little more, to be honest. I think like mine was third, Bindle's was second, and then the third draft that we did, that was the best one for sure. But we got Jaden Daniels, Tyler Shuck, Aaron Rodgers, running backs Jonathan Taylor, Tony Pollard, Kenneth Gainwell, Rashad White, Tyrone Tracy, Dylan Sampson, Brian Robinson. Receivers, we got A.J. Brown, Jamison Williams, Carnell Tate, Alec Pierce, Wandale Robinson, Josh Downs, Devon Vele, and Bryce Lance. Tight ends, Brock Bowers, Isaiah Likely. So, real solid team, real well-rounded. Love getting our boy JMO, of course. And then the first draft that we did over on Bindle's channel, we had Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, Bucky Irving, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, Rashad White, Emmett Johnson, all the way at 167 as well. Receivers, we got Jamar Chase, Emeka Egbuka, Christian Watson, all the way at pick 74. Chris Godwin, Casey Concepcion, Jerry Jeudy, Torrey Horton, Tez Johnson, and Andre Yoshivas. So if you guys didn't catch Bindle's stream, we got the Bengals sandwich, starting with a Cincy player, ending with a Cincy player. Just get that nice Bengals sandwich. Got a little Omega stack as well with Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. And then the third draft that we did, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Kenneth Walker, Tyler Algier, Rico Dowdle, Rashad White, Najee Harris. So we got 5 free agents, which is a lot at running back. And then receivers, Jamar Chase, Jamison Williams, Rome Odunze, Juwan Jennings, Romeo Dobbs, Omar Cooper, Torrey Horton, Ryan Flournoy. And then tight ends, Isaiah Likely, Hunter Henry, Cade Otton, Mike Gesicki for another Bengals sandwich. So, man, I love how that draft turned out, absolutely. And happy to have it in my portfolio for sure. So, if you guys missed the draft that I did with Bindles, definitely go check it out because we had a ton of fun. And yeah, so I hopped in a draft, filled pretty quick, and we got pick 5. Definitely like the top 4 a lot more, but we'll see what comes to us. Maybe Jamar Chase follows for another Bengals sandwich. All right. If not, I kind of like getting a little funky pulling up someone at 5. JSN's good, very solid, but I like getting a little different too, Holy fuck, dude. Okay, my kitties, they save it for the stream. All right. Every time they save it for the stream. They just start getting wild, man. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go a little chalky right here. We'll start with JSN. And Sweetleaf, what's up, my man? What's up, my man? Maybe you can join us on the DraftKings draft later. So I know you're doing some drafts over there for sure. Best ball on call. Good afternoon, my friend. Hope you and everyone else is having a nice Saturday. I definitely am. And Jamie, what's up, dog? I'm pretty sure Jamie has his notifications turned on for when I stream. So be like Jamie, turn those notifications on. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm getting more views than I have subscribers, which I'm definitely not complaining about. But hey, hit the button, man. It's free. It keeps me motivated, wanting to stream every single day. So I appreciate it. And I'm with you, Jamie. We love the pussy. Just can't show them on YouTube. So we'll keep this kind. in the corner, and we'll roll with that for sure. Okay, let's take a look at this draft board right now. Nothing really standing out too much. CMC slips a little bit. Justin Jefferson, we're seeing rise more and more. Yeah, nothing too crazy. We got some high testosterone, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley. Man, a lot of news though recently. I'm excited for free agency for sure. Free agency just around the corner in 2 days on Monday. Everything's just gonna get turned upside down. People are gonna go crazy in these draft rooms, and oh boy, do I take Trey McBride? I don't love Trey McBride. He falls, doesn't get paired up with him a lot, but I don't really care. I'm gonna go Chase Brown. Maybe I should have gone Trey McBride just for the uniqueness, but I don't know, man. I personally like Brock Bowers more than Trey McBride this year, just because there's so much uncertainty in Arizona. Like new coaching staff, new quarterback who we don't even know who it's going to be yet. And, there were a lot of injuries in Arizona last year. Like they had 0 running backs. Essentially, they were signing guys off the street. So, yeah, man. Throwing the ball a lot more, but damn, Jahmyr Gibbs, Trey McBride is quite unique. They were throwing the ball a lot more because they couldn't run it for shit. Marvin Harrison was injured. And yeah, I like the emergence of Brock Bowers a little more personally. Now, structurally, I really like getting the 2 running backs, and I like Kenneth Walker a lot this year. But I think I'm going to go with Chris Olave just because I don't have a ton of him. And I think he's a good no, I don't care. I don't care. I'm taking Kenneth Walker. I almost did. I almost just took Chris Olave, and I like Chris Olave. One of my higher drafted receivers last year. I thought he was a great value, but I don't know. The Saints offense doesn't really excite me that much. And then just structurally, like the running backs at the 4-5 turn are so gross. At the 6-7 turn are so gross. The 8-9, you can kind of get some good values if they fall, but those guys are also just getting pulled up more and more, and it gets thin. So it just feels a lot better getting 2 solid running backs for sure. Yeah, best ball on call. These kiddies are wild, dude. They definitely save it for the stream because they'll be chilling right before, and then as soon as I get on, they just start running around, jump on their tree, and just start fighting. They want to put on a show, so who knows? Maybe it's a good thing. Who doesn't love kitties? Your channel gets around 8K to 25K views, but we only have 2K subscribers. Damn. Hey, 2,000 subscribers is nice. So congrats on that, man. I just hit 100 last week. I'm super proud of that. Hopefully we can try and hit 200 by the NFL draft, because then I'll try and do 200 pull-ups in a big board. Maybe not one big board. Might have to do it in 2, but I had fun doing that the first time. I don't know if it made for the best actual draft or stream, but I was cool with that. And this is what I mean, man. When you get guys like Lab McConkey and Jameson Williams falling back in the 4th, like it just feels so much better. Like, bro, come on now. We get J-Mo. My cat's name is Waymo. Like, it's a sign, man. We're taking J-Mo. No hesitation right there. I agree with you, Sweet Leaf. It's hard to pass on Ken Walker in the mid-3rd. I personally think that he could just have the best season of his career, especially going to a new team, more motivation, more money, and new coaching staff can just use him like he was used in the playoffs, get like 20, 25 touches a game. So what's my Debo take? Round 12-ish? I don't know. Like it's not exciting. I take him when I'm desperate and kind of just want like a veteran receiver. but he can also just be good. Like if he goes back to San Francisco, I'm sure he's going to be worth that value, even if he just gets like 4 or 5 spike weeks in the season. But I'm a little biased against some of the old receivers and just running backs and players in general because I personally think this can be a real changing of the guard season in the NFL this year. Where oh fuck, I was really hoping for Terry right there. I'm gonna take Rome. We'll get a little more division correlation with JMO. I have a lot of Makai Lemon. For me, it's either Rome or Makai Lemon right here. And yeah, 0% Scatabo. I have like only a couple shares of Judkins when he's fallen to me in the 6th round. So we'll take Rome. And this is why I took Kenneth Walker over Chris Olave. Just structurally, it feels so much better. And I feel a lot better about my team. But yeah, Debo, I don't know, man. Like, he falls a lot, and I'll take him when he falls like 20 picks past ADP, and I'll feel happy about that. Or if I'm heavy at other positions all over, then I'll mix him in a little bit. But I don't know, he's not that exciting. He had all the opportunity in the world last year, really. When Terry McLaurin was injured, they were trying to scheme him up touches as well. And he got like some consistent catch games, like 5 catch games, 6 catch games, but just doesn't have that same explosiveness that he did before. And wow, I'm kind of surprised to see Jordan Tyson go at 56. In a draft I did last night with Bindles, he went at 82. Like we're starting to see some crazy falls right now, and the board is definitely shaking up. And hey, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Appreciate your belief in me, man. I'm having a ton of fun streaming. I'm only doing this literally to have fun and get out of my comfort zone, do something a little different. So I appreciate all the support. It's definitely definitely keeps me motivated. Very grateful for that. And do you guys think AJ Brown's going to get traded? Because this guy pulled up Devonta Smith to the 3rd round, which if AJ Brown gets traded, that's going to be good value. But who knows, man? And then okay, DJ Moore gets pulled up. I'm gonna take Joe Burrow if he's there personally. I could take Caleb Williams to stack with Rome, and I don't have a ton of Caleb Williams, but man, I just think Joe Burrow's really good at football. And we do have Chase Brown who catches passes, and we can mix in like some late round flyers as well. Although I kind of want Demo as well. No, I'm gonna go Burrow. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Burrow. Burrow's like quickly becoming one of my higher drafted quarterbacks, and might not be the strongest correlation with Chase Brown, but at pick 68, I just think he's such a good value. And yeah, he doesn't run as much as Drake May or Caleb Williams, but fuck, dude, he's Joe Burrow, man. If he's healthy the whole year, he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league pretty easily. And then at the same time, I believe Luther Burden went on the other side of us. Colson Loveland went on the other side of us. So if we can get Caleb Williams to fall to pick 77, that would feel really nice too. And then definitely stopping at 2 quarterbacks. The team before us already has Lamar Jackson, and this guy just took Drake May. So we pretty much just need to avoid these 2 guys right here, unless this guy double taps. And then we have a good chance of getting Caleb Williams on the way back too, which I kind of like because this range right here of running backs and receivers really doesn't feel too different to the next turn. And so just locking up a good quarterback that can get rushing upside as well feels pretty nice. Justin Herbert gets pulled up, so come on now. Let Caleb Williams fall to me, man. Come on, Davenport. Come on, Davenport. Okay, one more pick. This guy's Lamar, so I really don't think he will. And there we go. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So this is a pretty similar structurally built team to the one that I did with Bindles last night, where we got Joe Burrow to pair up with Jamar Chase in the 6th round, and then we got Jalen Hurts in the 7th round to pair up with our running back Saquon Barkley. So it's kind of a little flip flop where we get Joe Burrow with Chase Brown, and then Caleb Williams with Romo Dunze. So I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'm very comfortable stopping at 2 quarterbacks. And yeah, I like how this is turning out for sure. What's up, Levernucky? My friend, how you doing on this beautiful Saturday? Sick team. Hell yeah, man. We're finding our groove. All right. We're locked in right now. We got the hood up. That means we are locked in and just fucking crushing these drafts. I feel good about this team for sure. So hopefully I can land this plane. Got to find the right running back values down the board. They're definitely getting thinner with, wow, this guy just went crazy on the receivers. Makes sense, though. He started 3 straight running backs. Achane, Gene T, Kyron, Garrett Wilson. I don't really like Sutton. I kind of want to get some more Mike Evans just because I'm sure he's going to rise after free agency. I wonder what landing spot he's going to go to. I think San Francisco makes the most sense for Mike Evans. I definitely think San Francisco makes a ton of sense. And yeah, we see Trevor Lawrence, Jackson Dart, Mahomes go off, even Dak all the way there. So I'm really happy with that Caleb Williams fall. Okay. Man, I love these tight ends. I love these tight ends so much. It's really hard for me not to take like a Kyle Pitts, but I think I'm just going to lean towards the running back because I feel better finding tight end values later than running back values. And there's 2 teams on the other side of me that have Brock Bowers and Trey McBride. So if I wouldn't expect either of these 2 teams to take Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta. So if these 2 at the 3 and 4 spot decide to pass on a tight end, oh wow, this guy already has 2 as well. So I think there's actually a really strong chance that we get Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta to fall back to us at pick 101. This guy take Gadsden too. So I feel really good about that. And now I'm getting excited. So I'm hoping I'm not jinxing it. But this guy is 2 tight ends. This guy is 2 tight ends. And he takes Purdy. So realistically, we definitely should get one of these tight ends on the way back. And I will be stoked about that. I'll take either one. Sam Laporta is my highest drafted tight end. Big Lions fan. We would get some correlation with JMO as well. But I would probably take Kyle Pitts just because I don't have as much of him and I don't want to be fading him. Plus, it's more of an ADP fall. So give me Kyle Pitts here at 101, and I am so stoked. Either way, we're getting one of these tight ends. So this is working out quite well. And fuck yeah, dude. Okay. We are getting Kyle Pitts. And yeah, dude, Levernucky had to be said again. Sick team. The sick team just got sicker. So we are we are coughing over here, man. We got to sip on our kombucha to avoid getting sick and keep our health up, you know. Yeah, this feels good. And looking back, very glad that I didn't take Chris Olave and I took Kenneth Walker instead. I just think for the structure of this team, it worked out really well like that. So we definitely need to think about running backs down the board. We're set at quarterback. Now we have our stud tight end. We're also a little weaker at receiver. So I'm probably going to be looking to double tap receiver with our next picks, which I like the range of. Like, these guys have very similar single week upside to the guys that go a couple rounds before. Would have been nice if someone like Jaden Reed fell, but like Juwan Jennings would feel good. I don't really want a rookie right now. I'm not drafting Diggs. Boston, I don't have a ton of, and I don't really want the rookie right here. Shakir, he's going to fall like a rock. Higgins, we can consider. Romeo Dobbs. Jamie was asking about Debo before. I'm taking Romeo Dobbs over Debo pretty happily. Now, we are like thinner at receiver, so maybe we could consider a vet like him, but I personally like Dobbs a little more. And if he goes to the Raiders, I think he could just have a true breakout year. So I like that because in Green Bay, like Dobbs has been good and like consistent, been Trevor or been Jordan Love's favorite target pretty easily. However, Green Bay is a receiver by committee type of team very easily. And Romeo Dobbs has never been featured as like a wide receiver one. So if he goes to the Raiders, if he goes to the Titans, then shoot, man, they're not good teams. They're probably going to be losing a lot of games. And I think they're going to be throwing the ball like crazy and try and feature their guy. So I'm going to take Jalen Coker here first. Doesn't have the most exciting stats, but going into his third year, contract season, seeing how he performed in the playoffs is definitely optimistic for me. And I just think he has a ton of upside. And yeah, the running backs are completely dead right here. Like all of these guys are falling like crazy. I don't know why Trey Benson's rising. Like someone please tell me that because there's no way Trey Benson's just the RB1 for Arizona next year. He's he's just pretty trash in my opinion, respectfully. But all of these running backs typically fall to the next turn as well. So I'm happy getting one of those guys there and then just getting a solid receiver. Mike Washington is still steaming, man. He's in the 150s now. So that's insane. Yeah, and we were talking about Debo earlier, and I was saying I don't mind taking him on a team where I'm a little weaker at receiver, but I just think Dobbs has more upside, so that's where I'm going to lean right now. And I really don't care if we're reaching 9 picks of ADP. Romeo Dobbs is my wide receiver 5, feels pretty great, and I'm loving how this team's coming together. Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker, Tyler Algier, JSN, Jameson Williams, Rome Odunze, Jalen Coker, Romeo Dobbs, and then Kyle Pitts as our tight end. So we got great values. Great value getting one, Joe Burrow to fall to us, Caleb Williams to fall to us, Kyle Pitts to fall to us. And then, dude, we got JMO. Come on now. We got JMO on the team. That just brings the vibes so high. Y'all know I'm a big vibes-based drafter, and this team's got aura for sure. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, Levernucky. Arizona's gonna be horrific next year. Like, I'm sure, like, it sounds like Malik Willis is gonna possibly be the quarterback in Arizona. Seems like Arizona or Miami are the biggest spots. I'm sure we'll find out on Monday. But even then, like, it's not that exciting. Arizona does not excite me this year. I do have like a good amount of Marvin Harrison just because he was the number 4 overall pick. And I don't think they want to just be wrong on that investment. So I think they're going to try and give him as much opportunity as they possibly can this year and just hope that he can actually live up to his potential and not prove to be just a Nepo baby. So hopefully he can get some confidence this offseason and return to his peak potential. Now, do I consider Sam Darnold if he falls back to me at 140? That would be something to consider. Okay, now we don't have to consider it. Tracy goes. I love Rashid Shaheed. I also don't mind pulling up Rashad White just because I think he's in a different tier. And I think that's what I might do. Because I feel like I need the running back more. A bunch of running backs just went. So I'm going to take Rashad White. And then we can still find good values with our next picks. And yeah, I'm happy with that. This is a very similar build and approach to the draft that I did with Bindles last night, except we didn't get an elite tight end. And I do consider Kyle Pitts like towards the elite side of tight ends because I'm pretty happy stopping at 2 if I need to. But with the structure of this team, I'll probably get a third. I think it just makes sense and there's values later. So Now I'm really hoping Omar Cooper comes back to us, and I'll be stoked. I will be very happy with that. This guy has 5 receivers. This guy is 6. And this guy has 0 tight ends too. So we're going to take Omar Cooper. He's getting first round buzz. So could still just be one of the best values in the draft right now, even reaching on him. Pick 150. He was going in like the mid 200s when this contest first opened, but shoot, man, who cares? If he's a first round pick, then like I'm in. I'm all in. So I'm absolutely loving this team. It is fucking hard. And yeah, Jamie agrees. Dobbs over Debo too. Like, I don't think it's a bad value for Debo. I think in the 140s, I would be more comfortable clicking him. Like, if you went just before Ayuk, maybe between like Rashid Shaheed and Brandon Ayuk. I don't like Ayuk, man. I think I have like 1 or 2 teams of him just when he fell to like the 170s or 180s, because why not? And maybe he is just a good player, but I don't think he ever has a better season than he's ever had before. I feel like he's definitely peaked. He hasn't played in 2 years. He's a total head case and locker room cancer. So, yeah, man. Sweetleaf says it's fight night. Yeah, there's a UFC card on tonight. I will be watching it. I'm gonna go to my buddy's house and watch the fights. What sucks here, man, is like in Canada, we don't get the Paramount deal. Like it's still pay-per-view, and I mean, I'm not buying the pay-per-view, just saying, but that sucks, man. That we don't even get the value of that. Okay, I'm just gonna take one of my favorite tight ends. We could take like a free agent Sean Tucker. I don't think that's too enticing though. Like, I don't think Sean Tucker is too different from the guys down here. And I love Isaiah Likely. So I'm gonna take him here and be very happy with him as my second tight end. That feels really good. I'm loving this team, and we are wide open on what we can do in this draft as well. Gonna try and start to think about it a little bit more. I might just consider reaching for a running back with my next pick because I'm not too convinced that any of the guys I'm really gonna like are gonna fall to me at 188. I still want at least 2 more, maybe even 3 more. And I like tight ends a little later. These receiver values are pretty nice too, though. Like Kayshon Boutte falling doesn't feel bad, I'm sure. But the thing is, if New England gets Alec Pierce, then he pretty much just takes Kayshon Boutte's role. Like, do I want a running back or do I want one of these receivers? Okay, Boutte goes, so we don't have to consider that. Really, like, I like DK, but I think I'm going to go with one of these guys. I think I'm going to go one of these guys, and I think it's going to be Tank Bixby. I don't really care if I'm reaching. I like this range of receiver, but running backs just start to feel so thin later. And on this team specifically, I might be leaning towards 7 running backs. I'd be very comfortable stopping with 6, but ADP really just doesn't matter at this point in the draft. And I'm not convinced that these guys are going to fall to me in the next round. So that's what I'm going to do there. Might be a little bit of a safe move, but I'm totally cool with it. Bro, I love when Booty falls to me too. And I'm slapping that every time. You know, no pause. I love the puns, Jamie. Keep it up. It's a great day for hockey. Penguins, Flyers, 5:30. My favorite rivalry in sports. Shoot, man, I am Canadian, but I'm not really like I'm not a hockey Canadian. Like I'm obviously a big football dork, and I keep up with UFC. Like I watch most of like the pay-per-views and like some of the good fight nights. And then I keep up like a little bit with basketball. I used to be really into basketball before I got into football, but kind of fell out of it a bit. And yeah, hockey's fun to watch though. Like especially in person, hockey's great to watch and super big in Canada. Most people are huge on hockey here. I know the Canucks fucking suck. Like I just see them trading all like their best players away and just like getting a ton of picks. So I mean, I guess hopefully that works out for them because when the Canucks are good, like there is more morale in the city. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, Brian Robinson goes too. So that makes me happier about taking Tank Bigsby. Now, I like Torrey Horton. I'm going to take Torrey Horton if he's there. Come on now. We have JSN too. So we get some nice teammate correlation. Give me Torrey Horton. He takes Braylon Allen. So this is why I took Tank Bigsby because now there's, in my opinion, a tier break at running backs. So I still get a receiver who I don't think is that different from the guys going in the last rounds. And we get the running back that we wanted, our choice. So I'm happy with that. Torrey Horton feels really nice as a wide receiver 7 as well. Now, do I want to consider my third tight end right now or my 6th running back? And I'm probably leaning towards the 6th running back. My 2 are really solid. These guys are starting to go a bit. So I'm going to take one of these 2 guys if they're available and feel pretty good about that. Seems like Terrence Ferguson is falling a bit just because of the news with what's his face resigning, Tyler Higbee, which that's kind of a surprise to me, seeing Tyler Higbee get resigned. So I have a good amount of Colby Parkinson. Maybe Colby Parkinson just ends up getting cut. I don't know. I'm going to take Ray Davis on this team. We'll take Ray Davis. That feels good to me. And I'm very comfortable stopping at these 6 running backs if I want to. And shoot, man, I might just end this off with a Bengals sandwich like last draft that we did. If anyone's missed the drafts that we did over on Bindle's channel last night, definitely go check them out because there were really good teams and we had a ton of fun drafting too. So check out Bindle's channel. He's the bro. Fellow Canadian, honorary Canadian. He's American, but living in Canada. So we accept him over here. And I would have loved if Ferguson or Colby Parkinson came back. But maybe I do just round 20 get Mike Gesicki as my third tight end. That doesn't feel awful. He can get a couple spike weeks. Dealt with some injuries last year. I was drafting him a good amount before they signed Noah Fant before he got injured, which is kind of a bummer because like I think he could have had a good season. And he still can. He's not that old. He might be like 30 now, but that feels fine. JJ McCarthy falling like a rock. Definitely seems like Minnesota's bringing in another quarterback. Cade Otton would have been nice if he came back to me. I like some Cade Otton, especially at this range. So the question to me is, do I want to go 9 wide receivers or 7 running backs? That's the question that I'm considering now. Like we have JSN as our wide receiver 1, which feels good. And we have a bunch of solid guys. Like Omar Cooper as my 6 feels really nice. Torrey Horton as my 7 feels really nice. And currently we have a little Seahawks sandwich, which is pretty cool. I think I'll take Jeremy Bernard here. We have room for another rookie on the team. Yeah, that feels right. None of these running backs really excite me that are left. So I think I might just prefer to take a random shot at a wide receiver. Maybe we even go with like a Mitch Tinsley on this team. But I think I might just take another rookie. I don't even know if I've drafted Ted Hurst yet, but I want to. Y'all know I like taking a chance on Jalen Naylor. We could get like a George Halani, but I don't know. George Halani, that doesn't excite me either. Yoshivash would be a stack with Burrow. Not too exciting though, as far as another guy there. Are there any tight ends that I like more? I don't know if I want Mike Gesicki. Maybe we just take one of these guys. I think Tongas is good. Pat Fryermuth. Rumored he could be on the trade block. I think I take Pat Fryermuth as my third tight end. If he comes to us, which he should. These guys both have 3 and this guy's 4. So I'll take Pat Fryermuth, and then we can just figure out if we want a running back or receiver with our next pick. Aaron Rodgers goes. Come on now. Rashad Bateman. So I'm going to take Fryermuth first. And then what do you guys think? A running back or a receiver on this team? Like the running backs that are left are almost all just going to be zeros. Like any of the quarterbacks, I don't think they're worth taking on this team at all. I like taking a chance on just like if I'm getting a 9th wide receiver, maybe like I just go with another stack because we have pretty weak ties with Joe Burrow. We only have him with Chase Brown, which I don't think is like terrible. It's not going to kill your team or anything, but yeah, I'm a little torn. Little torn. What do you guys think? Give me your opinions. I think we go with a receiver. I don't think a 4th tight end makes much sense on this team when we have Kyle Pitts. And we have a couple rookies. Our 6th running back feels good. Sweetly, if you drafted my 3 highest exposed players on your team, I guess you're a fan then. I guess you're a fan of my team. So I'll take it, man. I will take it. Andre Yoshibas probably makes the most sense just because we have Burrow only stacked with Chase Brown. And we have 2 rookies. We could just take another 3rd rookie and hope that Ted Hurst is something. Like he's tall, fast, maybe like a DJ Chark type player. Catch some long touchdowns. Who has a better chance of like winning your week? That's the thing. He goes Vele. Maybe should I just do the shuffle? Should I just do the shuffle? Nuketown Kid. Hello, my friend. Hey, see if you can make this pick for me. Because I have no idea. I have 2 rookies. Let's just go with Yoshi. Let's go with Yoshi. I think it just makes more sense. And then, you know what? We get the Bengals sandwich again. Not with Jamar Chase, but we got Yoshi Voss here and then Joe Burrow here. So a little Bengals sandwich. And, man, I like how this team turned out. So we got Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams as our 2 quarterbacks, both to fall to us, which feels nice. Chase Brown, RB1, Kenneth Walker in the 3rd round. Definitely happy I took Kenneth Walker over Chris Olave. Just the way that the rest of this draft turned out feels a lot better because like we got a lot of depth at receiver and we still got good guys highlighted by JSN. We got JMO back in the 4th, so that feels really great. Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Tank Bigsby, Ray Davis, some nice handcuffs at the end of the draft with really high upside. Rashad White, Tyler Algier, Kenneth Walker, all free agents who could just go up after everything breaks on Monday. Receivers, we have JSN, Jameson Williams, Romo Dunze, Jalen Coker, Romeo Dobbs, and Omar Cooper with Torrey Horton, Jeremy Bernard, and Andre Yoshibas to round it out. So I like that. Tight ends, we have Kyle Pitts, Isaiah Likely, and Pat Freiermuth. So very well-rounded tight end room as well. And I like it, man. I like it. I'll make you a 10-second cheery shuffle sound drop. We should. I do want to incorporate some more like jokes and memes into the channel, but you can't force it as well. It has to happen naturally. And yeah, you've mixed in Mitch Tinsley into that sandwich. I think I've drafted Mitch Tinsley once, but doesn't feel as great. And I'm gonna do a draft on DraftKings today, but I kind of feel like doing another big board first. So we'll do 3 drafts today. I'm waiting for Dan. Actually, let's do a little board. Does anyone have any little boards left? Let's do a little board. We'll mix it in a little board. Waiting for 5. So if anyone has any little boards left and wants to hop in, feel free. Because these lobbies can get a little crazy too. And they take a little longer to fill. So if it takes too long to fill, I might just hop over to DraftKings, but we'll give it a minute and see if we can get a little board. Only reason that I'm going to do a draft on DraftKings is because, look, I got 92 teams drafted in the big board already. And I got 15 little board teams. Some of my little board teams are really good. Like this one was nice where I got Luther Burden at pick 58. I got Chris Olave at pick 34. And then this is the one that I got really weird where I started Hampton in the first round and then Neighbors just for a unique combination. Also got Judkins in the 6th. I don't take a lot of Judkins, but when he falls to the 6th round, I'll definitely mix him in. So this was a nice team that I drafted. For sure. A little fall on Hawkinson as well. I don't have a ton of TJ Hawkinson. Still waiting for 5 in the little board, so this is taking a little too long. You know, we'll hop on over to DraftKings. So I'll get that sorted right now. Okay, loading up the DraftKings and should be there now. Okay. So let's hop in the training camp. And we're going to enter this contest. Hopefully everything's good with the location and everything. Okay. Waiting on 2 here. So this is going to be my very first draft on DraftKings this year. I usually will do a couple and like it's fine. DraftKings just doesn't look as good as Underdog, which yeah, it's not as nice. Not as nice. So we are in the DraftKings lobby and we got pick 5 again. Damn. Sweet Leaf made it in. What's up, buddy? And this looks really zoomed in. Is this zoomed in for you guys? On my screen, it looks very zoomed in. I usually like to zoom out a little bit. It helps me just see a little bit more, but I'm sure for people watching, it's probably better a little zoomed in. Or yeah, because it helps you guys see more. Maybe we'll keep it like that. Damn, dude. I was really hoping for like top 4. I like top 4 a lot more. So hey, Sweet Leaf, I know you're in this. Can you remind me some of the differences between DraftKings and Underdog? Because I know it's full point PPR. Also, okay, we do have a draft board. I know it's full point PPR. I know you get like some bonuses for a 300-yard passer, maybe a 100-yard rusher. I'm not sure. Nap God, I think, is in here at 11, he said. What's up, dog? Hoping I can put my Detroit number 20 jersey on here soon. Hell yeah, dude. Make the run for it. Make the run for it, man. A lot of Lions fans in here. So I'm loving that, man. One Pride goes hard in the NFL streets and the best ball streets, man. We're going hard here. Depending on how this one goes and how fast it goes too, I might just go back and do another draft on Underdog. I know, like I was saying, I'm trying to pace them because I only have like 57 big boards left. And there's maybe like 57 days until the draft, but shoot, man, it's Saturday, so we got a little more time. We're having fun. We'll see how it goes, but let's try DraftKings. This is literally my very first draft this year on DraftKings, so we'll see how it goes. And dude, Sweetleaf is pissed, man, because Jahmyr Gibbs goes 101. He is choked. And I have no idea the order of any of these guys. I'm probably just going to take JSN again. It is full point PPR, which I think works in JSN's favor. But Christian McCaffrey, man. Like, do we just take Christian McCaffrey? Because he gets like 6 catches a game. Maybe we just take CMC. You know what? Let's get weird, man. Let's get weird. We're on DraftKings, full point PPR, so I feel like that just raises CMC's value. And I don't have a lot of him on Underdog. I only have a few teams, so let's just try it, man. Let's get a little different. And this definitely doesn't look as nice for you guys. At least our draft board is color-coded, right? So, ultimate white male. What's up, buddy? Nothing wrong with that pick. Yeah, like, I don't really care too much about DraftKings. I just have like some money in my account from some drafts I've did last year. I usually like mix in a few and just trying it out. I have no idea what the draft board looks like. And just in general, like running backs just go faster than receivers. So CMC, full point PPR, just feels like he's going to get more, like he's just more valuable. Like clearly, there were games where he got like 8 to 10 catches last year. Yeah, you like how DK separate or how Underdog separates it? I do too, man. It's just a much cleaner site. But DraftKings, like, they're not worried too much about best ball. That's like pretty low on the totem pole for them as far as like what their platform's actually for. So on this, we have a 3-point bonus for 300-yard passes and then a 3-point bonus for a 100-yard rushing or receiving game. And yeah, dude, Sweetleaf is pissed that he couldn't go get his jersey. 13% Gibbs is nice too. I think I have 13% Gibbs on Underdog. And it seems like Gibbs is more and more often just being the RB1, which I don't hate. Don't hate that at all. We'll zoom in a little more for you guys. Probably makes it better for the viewer. Even though I kind of prefer it zoomed out a little bit. Helps me see more options. Advance rates are different too. Is this a 2 out of 12 for this contest? Because I know the big board is 3 out of 12. But is this one 2 out of 12? I also know like DraftKings, they have a lot more rake than Underdog does on their tournament, which is never really fun. But they also do have a ton of overlay. Like I think this tournament is only like 30% full. So definitely something to keep in mind. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 12, 1 out of 12. Wow, that is, yeah, definitely going for the highest ceiling there. Okay. Trey McBride's falling, but I think I might just take another running back. Like, I don't know, tight end values just feel so good later. And these all seem pretty similar to Underdog, actually, from first glance. Trey McBride goes, so I think I'm going to take Chase Brown again because he also just catches a ton of passes. And he can get 100-yard rushing games. He can get 100-yard receiving games. So we'll do that. Start a little double running back. I don't feel bad about it. And then someone like Chris Olave, I think, is going to be more valuable in this format. Just full PPR. Someone like AJ Brown, like a little less valuable, especially if he's still on the Eagles. How about quarterbacks? Joe Burrow goes a lot higher. Wow. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Drake May. Hurts goes low. These aren't too different from underdog from first glance. Seems like these guys all go like a little bit higher, but in similar ranges. Similar ranges. How about the receivers? Wow, Parker Washington goes a lot higher over on DraftKings, and I respect it. Y'all know I love some Parker Washington. He might be my highest drafted player right now on underdog. I have like 30 something percent Parker Washington, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Yeah, Senka called it. Parker Washington has a big difference. Hey, I respect it. I respect it. Plus, it kind of makes sense on a full PPR site too. Now, do I just take Josh Allen if he's there and just lock up my quarterback? Because I know, like, doing some of these drafts in the past, quarterbacks just go really quick. And I think that's what I might do. Why not? Let's just get different. We're getting weird, okay? So we got our quarterback, we got our 2 running backs. I'm fine with that. Because I've done a few DraftKings drafts in the past, and like quarterbacks, I know just they fly off the board like crazy, like even more than underdog. You can see a lot more of the draft board though, which is nice. So let's get a share of Josh Allen. Why not? Even though like he's probably not the best for getting the 300-yard passing bonus, and I'm sure he's not going to get a 100-yard rushing game, but he's still Josh Allen, right? Wandale 20-point ADP difference. I'm assuming 20-point higher. Let's take a look. And if there's any guys like late rounds that go like way late, oh wow, 94. That is rich for Wandale. But again, full point PPR kind of makes sense because he's a slot guy, PPR merchant. You see Jordan Addison goes like a little lower. Overall, though, it's pretty similar, which is surprising because I know in the past there were some big differences, man. But pretty similar. So that's good for me at least, not having to adapt too much. So at least see some more Josh Allen. You thought about him? Yeah, I don't take a ton of Josh Allen, not an underdog at least. But I feel like he's fine to mix in sometimes just because like he's Josh Allen. And if he's just a guy you need in week 17, you don't want to have 0% of him. And if you find the right values later in the board, then it can feel good. But still the only quarterback off the board. Hopefully in this draft, some of these guys get pulled up a little bit more. That would make me feel better about it. Really hoping that a solid wide receiver falls back to me. But none of the receivers that were really available are super enticing for full point PPR. They're all like a little bit better in half point. So why not just lean towards the running back a bit? And I know like you can still definitely draft these guys in DraftKings when it's full point PPR, like AJ Brown, T. Higgins, who might not get like a ton of catches, but they can still get 30 points any given week. So don't just want to be fading them for those reasons. But makes me feel a little more comfortable just pivoting a bit too. Devonta Smith would have been nice if he fell back. Colson Loveland, he goes. I wouldn't have drafted Colson Loveland because I want to get a receiver at least. Luther Burden might be the pick right here. I love JMO, but Luther Burden, who can just be like the slot wide receiver, and we know how Ben Johnson likes to use slots. He can catch a ton of passes this next year. And Terry McLaurin goes, so I'm going to take Burden actually right here. Which, shoot, man, he could just be a top 10 receiver this year. He definitely could. JMO goes. I would have loved JMO too, but as our wide receiver 1, I think just taking the chance on Burden feels a little better. What's up, my friend? Copy paste laid. What's your DJ Moore price? I'm not going to be drafting a ton of DJ Moore anymore because On maybe like, I don't know, 53 seems a little rich. We do have Josh Allen, so we could consider it. I don't think it's that different from the guys that go here. Where does DJ Moore go right now? Let's look at wide receivers. On underdog, though, okay, he's 75. I'd probably try and push DJ Moore to the next round. I think in the 60s feels pretty fine. But on underdog, I have like 25% DJ Moore before he got traded because I was just anticipating him getting traded, going to a good landing spot. And I feel really good about that now. It was definitely an expensive trade for the Bills, but I don't think it's bad. Okay, Rome is here. I don't know if I want Rome. Do I just go with Parker Washington and say fuck it? I love me some Parker Washington. I'm going receiver here. None of these other guys really stand out too much as far as half-point PPR. And you know what? Why not just take my shots, man? Why not, man? Why not? Our exposures don't matter over here on DraftKings. And yeah, I love Parker Washington this year, especially if Brian Thomas gets traded. Like, where does Parker Washington go on underdog if Brian Thomas gets traded? Like, I think he jumps to the 50s pretty easily. And I just think he's good at football. I could have considered Rome, but I already have Burden. And when I, like, with my top two, having like my top two receivers be from the same team doesn't feel that great. So pretty balanced start right here. We got two running backs, CMC, Chase Brown, mainly because they both catch a lot of passes. Josh Allen, I don't take a ton, but we see Burrow get pulled up because 300-yard passing bonus, which does make sense because Burrow, he gets 300 like crazy. Bindles, what's up, dog? Hey, Bindles, check out the last draft we did before this one, man. On underdog, pretty similar structure to the one that we drafted last night, where I took Joe Burrow in the 6th round to stack up with Chase Brown, and then I had Caleb Williams fall back to me in the 7th round to stack up with Rome Odunze. So we got Jalen Hurts to stack up with our running back last night. This time we get Joe Burrow to stack up with our running back, and then Caleb Williams falls to us for the receiver stack, which feels good, man. It was definitely a good draft too. It fucked. Not 4 tight ends though. We only got 3 tight ends because we got a really good value on Kyle Pitts. Yeah. He goes where you took him here on underdog if Brian Thomas gets traded. I agree. I'm big on Parker Washington this year. I just think he broke out last year, and I think he showed too much talent to put that back in a bottle, in my opinion. Going into a contract year too, which, shoot, man, that feels good. And Bindles likes that squad. Yeah, dude, we are locked in right now on these drafts for sure. We are locked in. What's up, Frog Clone? Sick name, dude. Hope you're having a great Saturday, my friend. He needs more Parker Washington. Yeah, dude, we all need more Parker Washington in our lives. And I actually made a bet with Nice and Blunt. I think we made this bet on his stream, if I'm remembering correctly, but we bet a bigger board for next year. I didn't even realize Brooklyn Bum's in this too. Of course he is. We bet a bigger board for next year that, okay, shoot, I mean, I can take DJ Moore. I'm really tempted to take Jaden Daniels and just stop at 2 quarterbacks. But I think we have Josh Allen, so let's take DJ Moore. I think that's a fine price in the 60s, 68. I think that feels fine. I would have loved Jaden Daniels, but getting the 3rd receiver just makes more sense, especially when we have Josh Allen, you know? Yeah. But I bet Nice and Blunt that Parker Washington would straight up outscore Brian Thomas for next year, and we bet a bigger board for next year. So whoever wins will like host the stream probably, and then the other person will pay for a bigger board. We'll split it. I think that's pretty fun. We were inspired by PPR Tyler and Off the Schneid doing that for the Canada versus USA game, which I mean that was pretty fun. So a little fun bet. We do have some contingencies, like they both have to stay on the Jaguars and they both have to play at least 10 games. But shoot, I feel good about it, man. I like Parker Washington because he just seems like Trevor Lawrence's guy too. Brian Thomas never really connected well with Trevor Lawrence. Like when he broke out as a rookie, he was with Mac Jones. And Mac Jones can sling it, man. We saw that in San Francisco last year. That dude loves to throw a deep ball. So that makes a lot more sense for Brian Thomas. But like Trevor Lawrence, man, he was targeting Parker Washington all over the field. He was targeting him in the red zone. He was targeting him in the short game, deep crossers. He got some rush attempts out of the backfield as well. And I'm sure that they're still going to mix in Travis Hunter on offense. But I think like a lot more of the gadgety stuff is going to go to Parker Washington. And I know some people are against me. Darside Dev says you might as well pay now. I don't know, man. I believe. Man, Jalen Hurts is still there too. Tyler Warren catches a ton of passes. Jalen Warren goes, so do we want just to lock up our second quarterback and be done with it? I think so, because I mean Tyler Warren falls a ton too, but like, is there that big of a difference between Tyler Warren and Sam Laporta? Let's just get Jalen Hurts. Why not? He falls. Now I'm just done at quarterback. I don't even need to think about it. So we can just go to the flex tab and just look at guys there. Yeah, pick 77. Like, why not, man? Totally fine with that. So I don't think it's a bad squad for my first team on DraftKings. We definitely still need to catch up at receiver. And dude, Trevor Lawrence going 3 picks past Jalen Hurts just makes that feel like a good click. Harold Fannin went before Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren he also didn't have that many spike weeks. Like he was really good. He caught a lot of passes, but definitely tailed off towards the end of the season. So did like all of Indy, but can we see like their fantasy points? Does it show it anywhere? Splits, news, matchup, game log. Does it show their points anywhere? I don't think so. I don't want to do the math right now, but let's see the receivers that are still available. Wandale is a lot more expensive here, as you pointed out. Jordan Tyson a lot cheaper on this site, which does make sense. I would consider Michael Pittman with my next pick. Also a guy who just catches a lot of passes. We can queue up some of these tight ends too. I feel like I probably just need the receiver more. I think I just need the receiver more. Especially because we went with Jalen Hurts with our last pick instead of a tight end or a receiver. And yeah, I feel fine with that. Because yeah, we didn't really have any other stacks available for the receivers that we had. So might as well just lock up someone good. And Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce is definitely going to be leaving. So I think that improves his value a bit. Maybe Sam Laporta falls back to us, but Sweetleaf on the other side, I don't think that's going to happen. And then we could consider another running back with our next pick, possibly. Because I do like the receivers at the next turn more. So I think I'm either going to go Sam Laporte if he's still there or mix in one of these running backs. Kenneth Gainwell catches a ton of passes as well, which is definitely more valuable in full point PPR. Like Kenneth Gainwell, much more valuable than Jordan Mason, who just doesn't really catch passes at all. If Kyle Monangai is still there, maybe I'll consider him. He doesn't catch passes either, though. Like Kincaid, we have Josh Allen, but I think we need other positions more than tight end. Then I don't mind just taking 4 tight ends at the end of the draft. Really don't. Baker goes. Take a look at this draft board. Ton of quarterbacks just went. So, like, look at the 1v1. Would I rather have Jalen Hurts and Michael Pittman or Ricky Pearsall and like Jared Goff, Stafford, or Mayfield? I think these feel a lot better. Sam Laporte goes. That's unfortunate. Would have been nice if he came back to us. Hello, Smallish. Do you want to say hi, buddy? Come here. Oh. Hello, sweetheart. Momo just needs some cuddles, so we're going to come hang out for a bit. Who else is drafting with their kitties like this, man? This is elite content right here. Jordan Love goes. I don't really like QJ. Wandale feels expensive. I'm just going to take Blake Corum. We're going to take Blake Corum. And then look at this little cutie, man. Look at this sweetheart. Okay. We got the elite kitty content over here, man. For all the cat lovers out there. That's a cute cat. Yeah, this is his full name is No Problemo. He's named after Jameson Williams. I know you said you quit the herb, but have you heard about type 2 marijuana? No, I have not. It's okay, you cuddle. There you go, sweet. Yeah, that's an elite name. It is definitely an elite name, man. I got him like last summer. His brother, he's somewhere around here, man. His name is East Van Dan because I live in East Vancouver, and then he's named Dan after Dan Campbell. So another just elite name. Damn, I was hoping Kincaid would have fell back. That would have felt nice, especially with Josh Allen. Is Kyle Monangai? Oh, he got taken. Kenneth Gainwell was off the board. That would have been nice. Still have 0 tight ends. I like the receivers here. We could take Sadiq. A little more expensive on this site, but the wide receivers in this range feel quite nice. And I do still need to catch up a little bit there. I don't know what it is about DraftKings, but it just makes it like it looks so much messier and so much more confusing, I feel like. Okay. It's harder to hold up Momo. I'm gonna let him sit on my lap right now. He is bringing the good vibes. I'm taking Worthy if he's there for sure. Worthy would be a nice click. Not a great PPR player, but still a good best ball player. Yes, baby, I know. Okay. He just wants to like curl around my shoulder all the time. Like he literally hugs you back, this cat. I pick him up, I give him a hug, and then he just wraps around my arm and just nuzzles in and just has to hug you back. It's so sweet, man. He's the best. He's also a little rascal, man. He's the troublemaker. Dan's a sweet little angel. Whereas Momo, he is the troublemaker. Like they're very different. They're brothers, but they're very different. I know. Kyler goes. Makes me happy about taking Jalen Hurts where I did. Even if we have him unstacked, I don't really care. Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts as your two quarterbacks just feels pretty great. And I think we caught up pretty well at receiver too. Would have been nice if Jaden Reed came back. I definitely would have considered him there. Sweetleaf had to take him from us. And I'm definitely going to have to focus a lot in the back half of this draft because I think that's where you really got to find the right picks and find the right values. People are taking their time too. I didn't even realize these 20 or 30-second clocks. Okay, these are 30-second clocks too. So that's a big difference from Underdog with the 20-second clocks. And honestly, for streaming, the 30-second clocks are nicer, especially if you're streaming with someone else and you can talk about your picks a little more. That feels better. I would consider Sadiq with my next pick because we need a tight end. He has good upside. Coker, I like a lot. Let's take a look. Wow, Mike Washington's all the way up at 145 here too. Like, I still like receivers that fall back in the next round. So I think I might lean towards Sadiq because, hey, there's also a good chance Kenyon Sadiq just goes to the Eagles. Ah, fuck, he got taken. Okay, Coker? We're cokeheads tonight? I think so. We'll just be a bunch of cokeheads. They only ask because it's a more popular thing in Canada. The only other thing I've heard for like THC is like Delta 8 THC, which is like lab grown or lab made weed, which is, I don't know. I can't get behind that. It's a little weird for me, man. Why make the same thing out of a lab that just grows from the earth? Corey Krosky Maricos. There's a guy on auto too. What I like about this, at least, is DraftKings actually shows you who's on auto. So that's nice. They show you who's on auto, so you actually know, and it just picks right away. Although I don't know how many picks do you have to be on auto for it before it just instantly does it for you. Yeah, Sweet Leaf. He's with me, man. Garbage, only the whole flower. Yeah, I'm with you, man. If you're gonna smoke weed, then just have the actual flower. It comes from the earth, man. They should have 30-second clocks for the big board. 20, it makes sense in the draft season. Yeah, the thing with 30-second clocks in the 20-round drafts is like, man, the draft takes like an hour long at that point, which is long. I do wish though that they had 30-second clocks for the bigger board. Like for the $100 draft, I think it's nice to have like a little more time to really think about it because you're spending more money. So Dallas Goedert's falling a ton. I don't love Dallas Goedert. He goes ton of receiver value still. I think we can push receiver to our next pick. And I might just want to go with a running back. I might just take Tyrone Tracy here. Because I like a lot of the receivers in the next round. I don't think we need a 7th right now. And did Dallas Goedert get taken? He did. Could take Juwan Johnson too. Let's go Juwan. We'll go Juwan Johnson actually because he catches a lot of passes. And then we get at least our first tight end. I still only have 3 running backs though, so I need to think about that. But Christian McCaffrey and Chase Brown, we're definitely leaning into those guys. And then Blake Corum has a lot of handcuff appeal as well. Momo's still chilling here. He's just a big baby. Come here. There you go. That's more comfortable. He's literally a scarf. All right. Like this cat, man. He's just the biggest cuddler, and he just wants to be your scarf. Oh, type 2 means the CBD to THC ratio is 1 to 1. I don't know. Not too many people I know really smoke like much CBD. I know there's like some, but I don't think it's that popular here. Most people are just trying to get blasted out of their mind and get the highest THC that they can, really. Yeah, Mark Andrews gets taken, so that makes me happy about Juwan Johnson right there. And then, man, Matthew Golden's still available. I'm going to take Matthew Golden at 149 if he is still there pretty easily, right? Like, I don't know how I pass on him. Then we can just take a bunch of running backs later, but pick 149. Matthew Golden feels really nice, and he goes right before. So we were thinking about taking Tyrone Tracy with our last pick. There's no other real running backs that excite me. Zach Charbonnet, no way, dude. So I'm gonna take Tracy. That feels fine. He also catches passes too. Yes, hellos, Mose. Yes, just keep being a little scarf. That's cool. Omar Cooper goes. I was hoping he might fall back in the last or in the next round for us, but we needed the running back. Definitely happy I took Juwan because I was either going to take Juwan or Tracy, and we get both. Wow, I didn't realize Dobbins was still on the board too. That would have felt nice. Yes, dude. Okay, you can't go much higher, buddy. Okay, I'll put you down. He's getting heavy, man. Momo's a wild one. Now he just wants treats. This cat, man, all he wants is cuddles, treats, and to play. What a life, man. I wish that was my life. I wish my life was just cuddles, treats, and playing. Yeah, man. What a life to be a cat. Would have been nice if Shaheed came back to us. That would have felt great. And let me know, are there any like late round picks that are really good values for you guys down here that are different on Underdog and different from DraftKings? Because I know from the past, like there's some guys where like all the way down here, you can just find like some gems that almost never get drafted. And it just feels like harder to sort through on here than Underdog. I'll take Tajay Spears. I like AJ Barner too, but Tajay Spears, pass catching running back. We want another running back. So yeah, I'll take Spears right there. That feels good to me. So we have 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 6 receivers, and 1 tight end. I wish you could see your team better too, man. Like this, it just looks so ugly. Like it could be done so much better. And it wouldn't be that hard, I wouldn't think. But probably looking at 4 tight ends on this team, maybe. Sweet Leaf, don't take AJ Barner from me. Let him fall. I think I'm going to get one of these tight ends, though, with my next pick. I think that would feel good. Let's take a look at the tight ends later. Yeah, all pretty similar. Isaiah Likely, just such a nice value, man. I would like Isaiah Likely or AJ Barner on this team. I think both would feel pretty good. Good for hard workouts. Yeah, I used to smoke before I would hit the gym, but not anymore. I mean, I got a great workout in today. Like, got a nice 2-hour leg day in. Probably not great to be sitting for like 2 hours right after that, but yeah, right before this, got a nice 2-hour leg day in. Feels good. And we're going to get one of our tight ends here. Then we can push the rest. Dalton Schultz a little expensive. I know he just got a new contract. I don't love Dalton Schultz, though. I don't have a ton of him. Just boring. Just boring to me. Come on, Petruzzi. Come on, Petruzzi. He takes Likely, so come on. Please don't take Barner from me. I'm going to be upset. Please don't do it. Don't do it, Kickalicious. He takes Allen, so okay. I'm happy with that. I get A.J. Barner. Now we have Juwan Johnson, A.J. Barner as our two tight ends. That feels really great. We're definitely done at two quarterbacks with Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. Like, I hate how it's separated, like starters and bench. Like, put all the positions together. It just looks so much better and so much easier to see your team. Like, I don't need to know the order that I took these guys for on the bench, you know? And I'm with you, man. Schultz just isn't exciting. He can be like decent, but we're playing best ball, right? Like, we're going for the spike weeks. You want a guy like Isaiah Likely, who maybe is like a little more inconsistent, but he can get those spikes. And I didn't even realize Stowers got pulled up to 165 here. This guy also has Sadiq too. So, and Bowers. Wow, that's a lot to put into tight end right there. He only has 4 receivers. He has Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, JMO, and Golden. I don't know. That's doesn't feel like great use of your resources and picks to me. I like the team that we're drafting though. Like, it feels really good. For my first draft on DraftKings too, I like it. Like Christian McCaffrey, I really don't draft much at all, but full point PPR just makes sense. Just makes sense. Like, he averaged well over 20 full point PPR points last year. So feels good, man. He was getting used as a receiver more than a running back sometimes. Almost got 1,000. Now, does he do that again? Very unlikely. But still got it in him. Okay. And do I want to go with a receiver or a running back first? Let's take a look at the running backs. Gets pretty thin. Wow, Devin Neal is a lot more expensive on this. Keaton Mitchell just gets taken. So I'm going to take Tank Bigsby just because running back feels more thin to me. And I'm really happy with the 6 that we have now. So I don't need to take any more running backs. And there's still like a few receivers that I like. Whereas the running backs get pretty thin. I don't even really consider Tank Bigsby and Jalen Hurts to have good correlation because, I mean, Tank doesn't really catch passes. He's a backup running back, but still gets some team correlation, you know, which isn't the worst. Hey, what's up, Steven? Welcome, my friend. Good afternoon. First time I've seen your show live. I watched it on repeat the next day. I've subscribed and hit like. Hey, thanks for reminding me. And to everyone else watching, subscribe, hit like, put that little bell on too, because I don't go live at quite the same time every day either. So if you want to be like Steven and catch it live, then hit the bell too. But hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And no problem just watching the replays either, because when I would consume like a lot of best ball content, I wouldn't catch too many live streams, but I would watch the replays because I also liked watching the draft just from the start. So seeing like how it all came together if I like joined the live stream late or something like that. So yeah, thanks for doing that, man. Appreciate it. And we're drafting every day. Having a ton of fun doing it. Would not be doing this if I wasn't having fun. And hopefully the DraftKings drafts don't hurt your eyes to watch too much because I'm only doing it because I'm getting a little thin as far as like my big boards go. And I still want to do these drafts daily. So I'm really hoping for Flournoy here. Or sorry, not Flournoy. Horton. I'm really hoping for Torrey Horton. He's like the wide receiver I probably would have taken with my last pick anyways. We got him in the last draft, and like I think sounds like Shaheed's moving on. Sounds like Kenneth Walker's moving on. So I think that just helps Torrey Horton. And yeah, feels like a really strong pick in like the 17th round. Rashard Smith is a good pick as well, actually, especially in full point PPR. That is a good pick. I like Rashard Smith. I think he's just gonna have like a role at least. Even if he doesn't rush the ball a lot, just catching the ball a few times a game, especially in full point PPR, like that can just hit your flex sometimes. And in like the 17th round, that just provides some value. I'm with you, man. Like he might just take over Cup, and not even by the end of the season. He might just start the season like over Cup, because before he got injured, he was really good. He was really good. Had like 5 touchdowns. And I'm sure he's just going to fill like a similar Rashid Shaheed role if he does leave in free agency, because he was like good on kick returns and punt returns too. Gets explosive plays, showed like decent chemistry with Darnold. Going into his second year, we expect him to take a leap. So that just feels nice. Hey, you know, Sweetleaf only has 10 left. Sweetleaf has done like 916 drafts already, which is fucking nuts, but I respect it. Okay, we have 3 picks left. So I need to figure out. I'm probably going 1 receiver, 2 tight ends, if I had to guess. I don't really love Keon Coleman because we have DJ Moore on this team. I think Kate Otton's a pretty no-brainer pick right here. Not going to think about that. If we did want to get a 7th running back, Ray Davis would make sense. I don't think we need 3. We don't need 4 tight ends. When we have Juwan Johnson, AJ Barner, Kate Otton, we don't need 4. But I also don't need 7 running backs when I started CMC Chase Brown. And whenever I think I'm pretty solid at all positions, I'll probably just lean in towards taking another receiver, just because like you have to start 3 of them each week. Injuries happen, and this is like a super top heavy contest where, man, like receivers can really just separate, especially at this point in the draft. Sure, like if there's some injuries that happen, some running backs can be the most valuable picks, but receivers here are just really strong. And I'm not going to say who I'm thinking about because I know there's some people in here with me. Definitely someone I want, though. Yeah, I think I might just go 9 receivers on this team, actually. I don't think we need a 4th tight end. And then we have to remember, like, our first receiver is Luther Burden. Second is Parker Washington, then DJ Moore. So we're a little thinner at receiver. We did catch up well, though, with Michael Pittman, Worthy, Coker, Torrey Horton. So our receiver room is still pretty good. Kind of surprised the ADPs aren't that different from Underdog. Similar markets, but few players really standing out. Damn. I wanted Malik Washington, Sweet Leaf. I wanted Malik Washington. You know what? Since I'm going 9 wide receivers as it is, why not just take Keon Coleman? I have Josh Allen, and I'm going to take 9, so why not just take Keon Coleman? Because if he's going to be a thing, then it's going to be good for Josh Allen, good for my team altogether. And if he's a 0, it's not really going to hurt either. Let's take a little look down the board. Do we have any rookie tight ends? Or sorry, not tight ends, receivers. I don't think we've drafted any rookie receivers. I don't think we've drafted any rookies on this team, actually. Which you definitely don't need. You don't need rookies. But there's some picks that I like here down the board. Brandon Cooks you could even consider because He did pretty good when he was in Buffalo, honestly. He is old, though. Darnell Mooney just got released. Maybe he just goes to a better landing spot and actually does something again with his career, but how old is he? I wish it said more about these guys. Like, it says a lot, but I wish they said their age, like how many years they've been in the league and stuff like that. Does it? He's 28. Darnell Mooney's still decently young. Maybe he has some left in the tank. My fault. If you said you would have wanted him, I wouldn't have taken him. It's all good, man. We don't need to collude over here. We're honest drafters, but appreciate it. Okay, Jalen Knowles also someone I don't mind. Jalen Naylor, I like taking a chance on. Tez Johnson, I like. Calvin Austin, I like. Antonio Williams, if we want like a rookie. I can't do Jahan Dotson. Okay, we're on the clock, so we need to figure this out. I'm going to take my time, though. Luke McCaffrey, Dontavian Wicks, Ted Hurst is an option. Darnell Mooney. I kind of just want to take Mooney. I'm just going to do it. Why not? I'm going to take Mooney. Maybe he just like ends up in a good landing spot and revitalizes his career a bit. I don't know if I have a single share of him on Underdog yet, so why not get him on DraftKings? And dude, I wish it separated by position a little more, like it does on Underdog. But quarterbacks, we finished off with Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts as our two quarterbacks, so very strong. Even though we don't have any real stacks with Jalen Hurts besides Tank Bigsby, I think that's totally fine. Then at running backs, we took Christian McCaffrey at pick 5 because, shoot, man, it's full point PPR. And if he's good, then he's good. And it's DraftKings, so who cares? Chase Brown also catches passes. And then, I hate how I have to scroll. We have Blake Corum, Tyrone Tracy, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby. So Tajay Spears, Tyrone Tracy, both catch passes. That feels good. At receivers, we have Luther Burden, Parker Washington, DJ Moore to stack up with Josh Allen. So I like that quite a lot. Michael Pittman Jr., Xavier Worthy, Jalen Coker, Torrey Horton, Keon Coleman, and Darnell Mooney. So we started off pretty thin because we didn't take our first receiver until the 4th round with Luther Burden. But I think we caught up pretty well because we got good value on Worthy, got good value on Coker. And then ending off with Horton, Keon Coleman, Darnell Mooney, just some upside guys. Like Keon Coleman and Darnell Mooney can definitely be zeros, but they could also just get like 100 fantasy points, right? Like that's a possibility too. And then tight end, we went with Juwan Johnson, AJ Barner, and Kate Otten. So 3 really solid tight ends. I think Juwan Johnson is also really nice in full point PPR because there were games where he had like 8-9 catches last year. So Tyler Shuck likes him. Kellen Moore likes throwing the ball to him. So my very first draft on DraftKings, and I think it actually went pretty well. Might start doing this a little more consistently just because I've already done 93 big boards and I want to be drafting every single day. And I like doing 2 drafts in a stream. I think it's more fun. Get to engage with you guys more. So hopefully you guys didn't mind the DraftKings too much. Hopefully you still learned something, got some good entertainment, some good cat cuddles in there too. But we're going to stop it there for today. That'll be 2 drafts. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your beautiful Saturday. I love you guys. Joy is beautiful. End stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, boy. Yo. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.